from the host country, from Estonia, that will be representing her country, Olesia Isantsekova, together with her coach. Now it's time for officials to be presented, as usually during the finals, to jury members to watch whatever the athletes will make during the match, to keep track that they are following the rules. If you have followed our yesterday's transmissions of finals, those were also solo events. Today is an air rifle event, so we switched the discipline. The athletes will look a little bit different as they have quite more of the equipment. There are a lot of things that I think we can cover during these finals, so you can get more, you will know about the rifle events. First, let's see the scores of the qualification. To enter the bronze medal match, it was required to have 31 hits. In this solo event, 31 and 33 was the scores of bronze medal match athletes. To be into the gold medal match, which will be right next after the bronze medal match, it was 37 and 38 hits. What are those hits? The solo event, invented by the European Shooting Confederation, have the new way of classifying the athletes, as usually we see scoring of points that was actually on the target, like 10.9 as a maximum hit value. But in this type of event, it was calculated, and the hit zone was calculated for the 10.3 and above. So that means when athlete hits a 10.2 on the target, it's a miss, but when it's 10.3 or more, then that's the hit. Now we see athletes preparing for the medal match. Soon we will start with the preparation sighting time. Athlete from Hungary, together with her coach Orsolya Ablonci. Athlete from Hungary will be competing against the host country athlete from Estonia, Olesia Isantsekova. Now we see her on the screen. We see athletes and coaches from Hungary watching the final, cheering up both athletes, and the coach from Estonia, Andrei Mikhailov, who will be watching closely how his athlete performs during this medal match. Coaches have an opportunity for a timeout. Whatever happens, both coach or athlete can ask for 1 minute of break, just to make some coaching stuff and share some tips. Mikko Tossi, jury in charge from Finland, the jury chairman of rifle and pistol of this competition, will be watching closely for following the rules. Just as in finals of yesterday with air pistol solo event, here now athletes, after preparation sighting time, will start with single shots, each shot in 50 seconds. And in case of score 10.3 or above, athlete will get a hit. So the hit will be marked as a green circle around the name on our presentation, and the final continues until any of an athlete will reach 12 hits. Yesterday we had pretty long finals. In pistol, the hit value was a 9.8, and we had a lot of struggling during that finals. Some of them lasted for more than 30 shots. So let's see. We will see now how the rifle hit value of a 10.3, how statistics works in this time. Will the final finish sooner with like 12 or 15 shots, or would it be also a big struggle for athletes to get the hit zone value 12 times? 1 minute and a half still remaining of the preparation sighting time. Some details about our event with the air rifle. The hit value, as I said, is a 10.3. It is required to have 12 hits to win the match. The maximum weight of the rifle is 5.5 kilograms. Yesterday we had a trigger pull in air pistol, which is for all pistol events is applicable for all types of pistol. In rifle we don't use such restriction with the trigger pull. It can be even 1 gram of a pull just to perform the shot. The rifle is single loaded and the caliber is 4.5 of the millimeter, so it's quite small. It's like a dot you make with a pen just by putting it on the paper, and athletes have to hit this point from the distance of 10 meters. As you can see, the final hole is a divided space of the whole range in the Kalev Sports Center. If you haven't yet put a like on our Facebook or Instagram channel, that's the good moment. You can see the links by a QR code on the right side of the screen. Just scan it and the proper social media webpage will open. You can now follow it and be updated to every event, every competition that is governed by the European Shooting Confederation. The preparation of and sighting time is finished. We will switch soon to the match firing. Last look of the names of the athlete: Emma Vivian Dombi from Hungary and Olesya Isantsekova from Estonia. Yesterday's air pistol solo finals were the first one we could see among all the competition. Today the second days of the finals, and the special competition itself for under 16 and under 18 years of age. This is the first ever initiative we have here to observe such young athlete. That might be the first experience of them during the international competitions. And in the first shot we see that both athletes missed the hit zone. Both shots were not so good. It might have been 10s, but it had to be 10.3 or above for the green light. Just before the year we have now, the only opportunity for junior athletes to have a competition was the designated junior events, where everyone until 21 years of age could compete together with themselves. Now, with this initiative of the European Shooting Confederation, athletes below 16 or 18 years of age can compete together with themselves. And we have the first hit on the second round. Emma Vivian Dombi hit the hit zone and she get the first point. It means that she's now in the lead of the final. Olesya Isantsekova just 1 point behind her, and we go with the third round. Having this competition here was a effect of very hard work of the European Shooting Confederation team, especially Mr. President Alexander Ratner, who performed all the collaboration and all the speeches with national federations and coaches so that this competition emerged, and we can see these pretty young athletes under 16 years of age to compete on such high level, especially in this hard finals stage of the competition. In this round, both athletes with a score. It means that Emma Vivian Dombi with 2 points right now, Olesya Isantsekova with 1 point to go for the round number 4. As mentioned, this competition is the first dedicated for young athletes only. No one older than 18 years old can participate here. The next opportunity would be the European Youth Olympic Festival that will take place in July this year in the Northern Macedonia. And all of this involvement of young athletes is one of the many positive changes that, thanks to the positive leadership we have of the current European Shooting Confederation board, we can look at so many new things that makes our shooting sport develop. Round number 5, Emma Vivian Dombey with a hit. She has already in total 3 hits with a 2-hit advantage over Olesia Isantsekova. Round number 6, the competition goes on until 12 hits limit is reached. So for now it's just a quite good accuracy of athletes, especially those ones from Hungary. Quick shot from Olesia, but that was a miss, and another consecutive hit by Emma Vivian Dombey. And the current ranking with the 4 hits makes her some steps closer to winning this bronze medal match. But as we saw yesterday, I hope you followed the yesterday's finals. Even at the very end, athletes could change the course of the final until the 11-11 status, and the last shot decided how the medals were distributed. Round number 7, we see a miss from Emma and a hit from Olesia. A big round of applause from an audience, as she is the host representative. She gets a step closer to leading Emma Dombey, just 2 points of the difference at that stage of this bronze medal match. The whole event of the under-16 women air rifle solo event gathered 29 athletes, which is a pretty good result for the first edition of the European Championships for this age category. Emma Vivian now with a score. How will be there is also a score from Olesia. Both athletes with 1 point to their total ranking. It's a 5 points for Emma and 3 points for Olesia on their race to 12 points. The total number of athletes participating here in Tallinn is more than 260 from 28 countries that are involved into the European Shooting Confederation, which is pretty impressive as for the first edition of the competition. And we wish for the next year this competition will develop. In the meantime, Emma Vivian Dombey with another hit. She came back to the 3 points advantage over Olesia Isantsekova. 6 points for athlete from Hungary and 3 points for athlete from Estonia. Which means we are kinda in the middle of the event, of the final, with the 6 points. That's just the half of needed to win the medal match. Let's see the round number 10. That's a miss on the right side and a hit on the left side. 1 point to athlete from Estonia. Olesia Isantsekova is still in the game. I bet she will fight until the very end. And right now on the screen, Melis Lloyd, the organizing committee president, the main persona we have here, so that we can watch the whole competition going on very smoothly, without any mistakes, without any problems. Everything is covered thanks to his big efforts. Round number 11. We can have a quick look at the equipment the athletes have. As you remember yesterday, or if you are actually common with the sport shooting in pistol events, there is not much gear needed to perform well. Athletes have pistol of itself and their dedicated work to get high scores. In rifle shooting, it is kind of different because athletes need to have the special kit, the special jacket and trousers. In the meantime, coaches decided to take a timeout. I bet that was coach from Estonia, right? So now we have a quick session of coaching, some advices, some stuff that athletes need to take care of to perform better, some many words of explanation. We see the coaches are quite relaxed because of the rifles covering the faces. We can't see expressions of the athletes, but still it looks like they are both relaxed. And hopefully this 1 minute of break will make them perform even better than now. So the jacket and trousers, they are made with special materials that helps athletes keep their position, the balance, and the whole movement in the most controlled way, so that they can truly hit the 4.5 millimeter of 10 on the target. They are using special gloves to help them keep the rifle on the same place. And after this timeout, Olesya didn't hit, so the coaching wasn't maybe the best one, or she needs some more time, but Emma Vivian Dombey took the chance, and now she has 4 points of advantage. Emma Vivian Dombey with 8 points in total, and Olesya Isantsekova with 4 points. We see Emma is using a special cup, just like pistol athletes yesterday, to keep the light from the outside, the artificial light, so that it's not dropping into the sides. Olesya isn't using one. Maybe she should. Maybe this would help her to observe the sides better. After 13 shots, Emma Vivian Dombey with the 69% of accuracy with a 9 hits, and at that moment it's now the huge advantage of 5 hits after 13 shots. So now she needs only 3 more hits, so the medal match may finish in the next 3 shots. We will see if those will be enough. Shot number 14, they shot in the same moment, but both missed. So the final will continue for the at least next 3 shots, just to make sure any of them would reach 12 hits. You can also see special shoes that our athletes using. They have high heel, so the ankles are kept in the more stable position. If you haven't done it yet, please open the European Shooting Confederation Facebook website or the Instagram, where you can follow all of our events and competitions in Europe. And in the meantime, both athletes with the hit, it is still 5 points of the difference in the favor of Emma Vivian Dombey. But I think Olesya Isantsekova is not giving up yet. I bet she still wants that bronze medal of the European Championships, as I believe that's the very first experience of both of them on the international level competition, where they can achieve the medal of the European Championships. Round number 16. It's a 10-5, and we already see that will be 11-5. The score of Estonian athletes stays the same, but Emma Vivian Dombey is just one step to win the bronze medal of the European Championships. She now has at least 6 shots to get a bronze medal without feeling the breath on her neck of her opponent. She may be calm, she may just take her time or take a risk to have a shot right in the middle of the target just to win the bronze medal. Would it be the last shot of this final? Not yet. Not yet, as we can see, Emma Vivian Dombi missed the target while Olesia Isancekova have a hit. The difference is decreasing to 5 points right now. We see that Olesia's accuracy is 35% over the 17 shots. It's about 1/3 of the shot landing inside of the hit zone among that many shots. Shot number 18. Would it be enough to finish the bronze medal match? I believe the local audience is cheering up their Olesia, and we see that the green light appears near the Hungarian flag, which means that the bronze medal match is finished. That was quick. That was far more dynamic than the previous pistol finals. Within the 18 shots, the bronze medal match is finished, and the bronze medal will be presented to Emma Vivian Dombi of Hungary. Congratulations, of course. Big rounds of applause were applied. And without further ado, we'll continue with the gold medal match. Just let's wait for the preparation of the field of play, and the final will continue.
Range is ready for the gold medal match. Athletes to the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the European Championship Tallinn 2025 Under 16 Women's 10-meter air rifle gold medal match.
As mentioned, without further ado, we switch to the gold medal match. To qualify to the gold medal match, athletes scored 37 and 38 points, so they were very often into the middle of the targets. On firing point D, we see them on the screen with her coach Marina Kožar. And now we see from Bosnia and Herzegovina, the second athlete with her coach Zakira Pushina. And of course, the officials, juries in charge of this final. In the bronze medal match, they didn't have much of work. Athletes were obedient with the rules. We'll see how now would go. And now medal match will begin. Marina Kožar from Croatia against Zakira Pushina from Bosnia and Herzegovina. In the gold medal match, we'll see if their accuracy from the qualification round will stay the same in this final round. Maybe some more few words about the qualification process itself, as it was divided into two parts. The first part consisted of 30 shots. 29 athletes took part in this first qualification round. The best 16 of them qualified to the second round, which was of 20 shots. And the total score of 50 shots were the reason why we saw Emma Dombi and Olesia Isancekova in the bronze medal match, and now Marina Kožar and Zakira Pushina in the gold medal match. Coach from Croatia, Din Vignevic, will be watching closely winner of the qualification round, the new European record holder of this event, and her opponent Zakira Pushina from Bosnia and Herzegovina. together with her coach, Emir Memisevic.
She's 15 years old. Already the third year she's spending
Some
in
discussion with the
Seoul
jury member in
watching
charge.
the sport. She really likes to travel, but
And the preparation and sighting time began.
want to see her
As we see, just like in the previous final, athletes have the full kit of equipment
her favorite
so that they can
is
achieve the
almost
best possible performance,
tennis or the boys.
just as before and just as in the qualification round. A value of a 10.3 or above is required to get a hit, and the number of hits that is required to win the final is 12. As previously, it's the same air rifle with the same maximum weight of 5.5 kilograms, and the bullseye is only 0.5 of the millimeter. It's the dot that we make with the pen on the piece of paper, which is actually not really visible from the distance of 10 meters. Air rifles are single-loaded rifles. We cannot use any magazines. After every command load, athletes have to put one pellet inside of the barrel, and the compressed air in the cylinder you see on the below of the barrel. The compressed air will be taken and the pellet will be thrown at the distance of 10 meters in the direction where athlete aims.
1 minute. After this, the score finally
Thanks to this
is
type of format
the
of
finish line.
finals, those medal matches, the final whole range don't have to be such a big facility. We just need 8 targets, including the reserve ones, especially for the especially for the team events. Here in the solo events, only 4 are being used. Quick reminder for the Instagram and Facebook social media pages. You can use the QR code here visible on the screen just to follow those pages and to see all upcoming finals and the previous one as well. You can watch all the events that took place in the Europe since last couple of years and to see how the style of showing the finals changed during those years.
12 hits and win the gold medal.
If you are willing to watch the upcoming competitions of the European Championships in Osijek at the beginning of the March, or the 25-50 meter European Championships in Châteauroux later this year, you can of course follow those pages and you will be up to date with all the news of those events and competitions. We see from the beginning that there was some minor problems with the rifle on the right side, and in the meantime we see ESC Sports Director Mr. Jahor Olejnik, who is here in charge of all the presentation and all the things that makes us see this final in the great way. The all camera perspectives, it's mostly his ideas how to present the athletes. About 30 more seconds of the preparation sighting time, and soon we'll begin the match firing of the gold medal match.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Queen Croatia, Marina Kozak! Team Bosnia and Herzegovina, Zakira Pushina!
Our announcer is squeezing everything she could from our audience just to make some more noise so that athletes would feel that they are being watched by many people, not only those on the stream as you are, but also on the range behind them. Preparation sighting time is finished. Marina Kojar against Zakira Pushina in the gold medal match of the 10-meter air rifle solo under 16 women event. We begin with the first round. Let's see how they will perform in the very first shot of this final. It takes them a bit long, I assume. No hit for Zakira and also no hit for Marina.
Stop.
So the first round wasn't the luckiest one for both athletes.
Misses. Fault. Not a problem.
I bet the
0-0.
time of this repetition were a little bit
For the
too
next
long
competition shot,
because of the first shot.
load,
As you may see, there are not much movement of an athlete.
start,
We can see with our eyes. The most of the things happens inside of an athlete, inside of their heads, inside of their mental preparation, and those things might be visible to their coaches, but surely us, as not knowing them, we probably can't see what's happening with them. Only some bigger mistakes might be visible in this round. Also no hits, so that's the second time
Arm goes a bit lead.
that no points were scored.
Still 0-0. Let's get warmed up.
for the next competition shot, load, start,
Round number 3. Maybe this one will bring us some scores. Hopefully the gold medal match will not be much longer than the bronze medal match. We see a lot of movement of Marina position. Maybe that's her style of preparing to take a shot. Wasn't fortunate
stop,
again,
Look at
but we have a
that.
first point
First
scored
hit.
by Zarina
Call
Pushina.
from Pushina.
And she's now in the lead of the final
Fault
with just 1
victory in
point
favor of the
ahead
Bosnian
of
athlete.
her opponent,
for the next competition shot,
Marina
load,
Kojar.
start,
We see that both athletes have a different style of preparing to take a shot, whether the rifle is positioned smoothly from the tripod or it's thrown up and the elbow is positioned on the side of the body. But at the end, the eyes gets closer to the sights in order to aim in the middle of the target. And we see the first
stop,
hit scored by athletes
It
from
was a
Croatia.
hit from Kojar.
Marina Kojar with 1 point in this round, and we have a tie at a level of 1 after 4 final
for the
shots.
next competition shot, load, start,
Just to mention about the competition, the European Championships of under 16, under 18 years of age was most sponsored by the European Shooting Confederation, so it allowed to perform the second individual event. Now we see solo, but there was also a ESC challenge event, an individual event of 40 shots, which finished today, after today's morning, after the qualification round. Today we have the pistol challenge events, and many of
stop,
athletes who were
Ladies and gentlemen,
in
as
yesterday's finals
support for the
were now on the
vaccine,
podium
ladies
of
and
the
gentlemen,
challenge
equals
events.
2 after 5 shots. It's still 1-1. It's a tie.
We finished the fifth shot. It's still 1 point for each
for the next
athlete.
competition shot, load,
Well, it seems that our final slowed
start,
down very much, but the coaches seemed relaxed, at least the coach from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Both coaches have their timeouts. Maybe they are thinking about some ideas that they can share with their athletes so they can maybe find the middle of the target easier to hit. We have a hit for Zakira Pushina. And again, a very long aiming time for Marina Kojar, which result with a miss.
Stop. Another hit from Oshina. After the
So
six
for the
shots,
first
2
time,
to 1
actually
in
for the
favor
second time
of
in
Team
this
Italy.
gold medal match, Zakira Pushina is in the lead
For the
of the
next
final
competition
now
shot,
with 2 points,
low,
just 1 point ahead of Marina Kojar on
start,
their race to 12 points. The 12 points limit were set by the Judges Committee of the European Shooting Confederation as a limit that is to be achieved quite soon by the athletes. But to be honest, they are very young, as it's under 16 of age category, and they already took 50 match shots in the qualification round, together with additional sighting shots. Now they go on with
stop,
the gold medal match.
A hit from
In this
Kojar.
round, Marina Kojar
And a
with a
tie.
hit,
2
so we have a
to
tie.
2 after 7
And if
shots.
this final would go until 30 shots,
for the next
this would
competition shot,
mean that athletes
low,
would take in just one day about
start,
80 competition shots, which is a quite high amount. And athletes need to be very well prepared for such event with the proper endurance and strength just to be ready for such big amount of shots. Round number 8, tie at a level of 2 is now Zakira Pushina with a hit. She got now the 3rd point. How about Marina Kojar? 12 seconds to the end, and that's the hit.
stop,
So the tie is still on the scoreboard, now at a level of 3 points.
And a tie for 3.
That was the 2nd hit in a row by Marina
for the
Kojar.
next competition shot,
Maybe she will
low,
keep that streak and take a lead in the final. We will
start,
see after the 9th shot. It's taking quite long for Zakira to prepare for the next shot. Already 15 seconds passed and she just started her, now she just started her aiming. As we can see, both athletes use the blinders for the left non-aiming eye so that they can focus their sight just on the target. A lot of movement for Marina, but that was a successful shot.
stop,
And as I mentioned,
Here we
she kept her streak
go. It's a
with the
hit
3
from
hits right
Kojar.
now in a
Puts
row.
her shoes in lead
And she is
position.
leading with
4
the
to
4 points in
3
total,
in favor of
and
the
with just a
Croatian
margin of
team.
1 point advantage
for the
over
next competition
Zakira
shot,
Pushina.
low, start,
Round number 10. Juries in charge and range officer are watching closely with every movement of an athlete, if they follow the rules, if they are not putting the pellet before the command load is imposed. In the meantime, Zakira Pushina with a hit. That will be the 4th point of her, and Marina Kojar without
stop,
hit in this round.
Seems
So another
like
tie,
in
4
charge of this
points for
final.
both
It's
athletes.
a hit! A tie again after
And the
10
final
shots,
goes
4
on
to 4.
and may go on for a very long time,
for the next competition shot,
as long as
low,
that's about 40% of accuracy in this final.
start,
4 hits within 10 rounds. We have a hit for Zakira Pushina, Bosnia and Herzegovina athlete. Take a score in this round, and will she take the lead in the final? 8 seconds to go. It's getting close to the end. Marina Kojar without the hit. It was quite close to the end of the allowed time to take a shot. 50 seconds for each shot. Sometimes we're getting close to that limit.
5-4.
Zakira Pushina in the lead with 5 points after 11 final shots.
Completion shot. Load.
And we go on with the 12th shot.
Start.
With each repetition, we can see that athletes are prepared very well with their position building, so they make all of the movements precisely just as they want to. And in this round, Marina Kojar with a hit,
It's a hit
and we
for
have
Marina
another tie.
Kojar. She equalized again after 12 shots with a
Coaches are not
tie.
such enthusiastic as in the
5-5.
beginning of the final.
For the
The
next
12th
competition shot.
shot
Load.
is finished, 5 against 5 in the points of
Start.
both Croatian and Bosnia and Herzegovina athlete. A couple more shots, maybe 10 more, maybe 15 more, we'll see. What is also visible if you watched yesterday's pistol finals, there are a lot of emotions we can see on on the faces of athletes. Here, they are mostly covered with the rifle right in the moment of a shot, so we cannot see
It's
all the
6-5
face
in
muscle
favor
movement
of the Bosnian
if
athlete.
they actually saw
For the next
some
competition shot.
mistakes during the sighting.
Load.
In this round, Zakira Pushina scored one
Start.
hit. She takes the lead with 6 points in total. Marina Kojar just behind her with 5 points. The round number 14. If their accuracy would be 100%, we will be actually after this medal match. But all the emotions that coming because of the final stage, because of the audience, because of the music, because of the commentary,
Stop.
it's all giving a lot of tension. But in this round,
Semifinal
both
hit for the
athletes with a
athlete.
hit,
Central
both of
zone
them
with
scored
the athlete claiming
a
its most
10.3
near
or above.
peritropical area.
And
The birds are
Zakira
singing
Pushina still in the
love.
lead with 7 points, just
The standing
1
is
point
6
ahead
to
of
7
Marina
in
Kojar.
favor of the Bosnian athlete.
For the next competition shot. Load. Start.
You might have seen that before every loading procedure. Zakira is watching closely every pellet, maybe to see some deformations, to some things. If something's weird with this pellet, to take another one, because maybe if you are actually an athlete or involved into sport shooting, you know that to achieve the middle of the target, especially in rifle shooting, everything needs to be perfect, including the ammunition. No hits in this round.
Stop.
Even joking
After
closer
15
to the
shots,
end game. Still
Zakira Pushina with 7
6
points,
in favor of
and she
Pushina.
is closer, obviously, to win
For the
the
next
gold
competition
medal
shot.
of the 10-meter
Load.
air rifle solo under 16 event. But
Start.
Marina Kojar is just 1 point behind her, and within next shots, anything still can happen. Both athletes are now aiming to the targets. As you see, they have a front and a rear side of the targets. of the rifles, and they have to put one just inside it, inside the other, and aim to the target. And both were successful in this round. Zakira Pushina and Marina Kojar with a point in this round.
low,
It's the 8 points in total for Zakira Pushina
start,
and 7 points for Marina Kojar. We still have a couple more points to get until 12 points limit is reached. We have a shot number 17. Just compare how the movement looks on the left and on the right side. The left, the Marina and Zakira. We see some emotions on the face, but that was a hit.
stop,
It seems that she wasn't happy with the final part of the aiming process, but it ends in the middle of the target, which means we have another tie. Marina Kojar
timeout
got
Croatia.
his 8th point, which means both of them have 8 now, and the coach from Croatia decided to take a timeout after this 2-hit streak. He still needs to say something to athlete, maybe just to give her a break. Some bright ideas, some new stuff. Maybe that's what she need to hit the center zone of the target. She seems relaxed now. They're both laughing, and maybe that might be the way
Tie
for her to win this gold medal match. We will see if
for the next
this
competition shot.
relaxing style
Low,
would be helpful for her. The shot number 18 is ahead of us.
start,
And look who's there. Is that Ilu, the lynx? You can see now in the background the symbol of this event. You can find it in the logo of the competition, head of the lynx Ilu, which is the symbol of whole Estonia since 1937, when the Estonian team won the gold medal of the World Championships and was presented with this little lynx, which became a symbol of Estonia and is all the time connected to the
for the next
shooting
competition
sport
shot.
in this country.
Low,
In the meantime, Marina Kojar with another win in a row.
start,
Well, not quite a win, but a hit. And she's now in the lead with 9 points in total. That makes her closer to the end of the race. The shot number 19, will it bring us some green lights on the screens? We see on the representation of the target, yes, Zakira Pushina with the hit and Marina Kojar also with the hit. So the situation is not anyhow different. There is still 1 point of advantage for Marina Kojar. Now she has 10 points in total. Zakira Pushina with 9 points.
for the next competition shot.
So 2 more
Low,
hits are required for Marina to claim the gold
start,
medal of the European Championships in the air rifle solo under 16 years of age women event. Shot number 20. One and two, and we have a hit
stop,
for Bosnia and Herzegovina athlete, which means we have another tie. Now both athletes with 10 points in total. They are both at the same distance to win the
for the
gold
next
medal.
competition shot. Low,
And it goes on. The shot number 21.
Start.
The final gets more dynamic. At that moment, you start seeing more hits. And it's already 20 shots of this gold medal match. So hopefully both of them have enough strength to finish it within next 2 or 3 shots. It's a hit for Zakira Pushina. And a hit for Marina Kojar as well. So we have the great situation now. Both athletes with just 1 point required to win the gold medal match. And if this situation will be again with both athletes scores a hit, then we would need another shot of number of shots to make this tie go off with one another point. Let's see how this will go. The shot number 22. If you just joined us on our European Shooting Confederation Facebook channel or our YouTube channel, you can freely rewind all the final of today's events and the yesterday's to see how all the performing goes. And we see a hit and a miss. That means the final is over. The gold medal is decided as Zakira Pushina reached the 12 points limit after a great streak of shots in the last 4 shots. And she's a winner. She became a new European champion of the 10-meter air rifle solo under 16 years of age women event. And the athlete from Croatia with a silver medal, though. I bet those are the best achievements of her in her current career. I believe they have like 2 or 3 years maximum of experience in shooting sport. And hopefully they will become a new rising stars of the European countries among other continents. So maybe we could see her, any of her, at the upcoming 2028 or 2032 Olympic Games. The medalist of the 10-meter air rifle solo under 16 women event, the bronze medalist Emma Vivian Dombi. Silver medalist fighting until the very end with the 11 points, Marina Kojar from Croatia, and the winner, the new European champion, Zakira Pushina, the bright shining star, rising star of the Bosnia and Herzegovina shooting. There are not much athletes from this country, but hopefully she will begin with a new bright future with it. That was the end of the gold medal match and the whole air rifle women under 16 solo final. Soon, in about 20 minutes, we will begin with the air rifle women under 18 years of age solo event final, starting with the bronze medal match. So 5 of the local time. In about 30 minutes, we will begin the match firing of the next upcoming final. Thank you very much and stay tuned.